freedom. It's a word used frequently but holds significant meaning, and many Americans sacrifice for our freedom every day.
As a mother of a fallen hero, to see how many people come out to support, it impacts me in such an amazing way.
Thursday's Freedom Ride recognized those who have served and matched the faces to the heroes we hear about.
When the bullets stop flying, these scars on my face aren't magically going to disappear. You're going to carry those wounds. Limbs aren't going to grow back.
Many on the ride Thursday were veterans themselves. Jason Redmond was in the Navy SEALs for 21 years, deployed to Iraq and Afghanistan. He says he's lost good friends in combat, and he himself is a wounded warrior.
I think anybody who's ever served on the battlefield, especially in frontline combat, you will carry the invisible wounds of war for the rest of your life.
Many in the audience wiping away tears as veterans and those who've lost best friends, wives and husbands, and sons and daughters told their story. Debbie Lee lost her son, Mark Lee, a second-class petty officer who was the first Navy SEAL to be killed in action in Iraq.
He could have stayed below the wall. He could have waited for backup. But his choice was to sacrifice his life. If he'd have stayed below the wall, probably half his platoon would have been killed.
Lee still remembers vividly the day she got the news.
I can tell you as a mother, it's the hardest thing to see your child's name on a granite wall.
What followed was immeasurable grief, but an immense amount of pride as well.
But when we have heroes who did what Mark did, we need to hear their stories. We need to know what people do for the freedoms that we enjoy every day.
Lee had no choice in the news she received, but says she did have a choice in what she did about it. She created America's Mighty Warriors, a charity that provides a retreat for veterans. The ride raised funds for her charity, along with Jason Redmond's organization, Wounded Wear.
The idea behind that is despite injury, despite loss, you still can overcome and live greatly.
Providing veterans such as Sergeant William Spanky Gibson specially fitted clothes after losing limbs in combat.
That changed me because I had 17 years in the Marine Corps. I was 35 years old.
Gibson became the first above-the-knee American amputee to return to combat and hopes to inspire other veterans.
It gave me an opportunity to show a lot of the young Marines, but not just them, but all service members, that if you set your mind to it, the physical limitations can be overcame.
Stephanie Kayser, News Center 1.